Okay, come on.
Turn off the...
Has this been recording?
No.
Oh, okay. You should have recorded my...
It's been recorded.
Actually? Is that what the red light means? I got this. This is actually so good. It was the iced sugar cookie almond milk latte with vanilla. Or no, not vanilla. With white mocha with the sugar cookie foam. And then I got my drink because I didn't know if I was going to like that, so I got it. So I got my normal strawberry acid, berries lemonade.
So, tell me about your day today.
It was good.
Trying to say and speak up.
It was good. No, it was good. I woke up and then I texted Alex and like 100 million times. I texted him literally 1,000 times, telling him to wake up because he was supposed to take me to Starbucks. So then he ended up getting me. That was at like 12. I was texting him. He ended up getting me at like 2:15, and we went to Target, got Starbucks. I ran out of my face mist stuff, and so then I got some more dry shampoo and that, and then we got Starbucks.
So how mad at me were you?
I was very mad because I thought you were ignoring me.
First of all, last night I was working. You were trying to convince me to take you to Starbucks, and at first I was reluctant. I'm like, I don't want to. It's my day off. I just want to relax. And you were like, come on. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, because I was at my friend's. I ended up going to my friend's house last night because she was, like, bored. And she was like, do you want to come over? I was like, yeah. And then, so he was, like, spamming me. He was like, you're stressing me out by not answering.
You were ghosting me. I hate when people ghost me.
Well, me and my friend were doing the most intense talk about people, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Like, we were making cookies that ended up being, burnt, but they were very tasty. But yeah, and so then when he was not answering me this morning, I was very mad because I thought he was ignoring me.
So, what was your reaction when I was like, I overslept and...
I was like, of course you did. I was literally like, oh my god. I was like, of course. In the car ride here, I was telling him what we were doing in chemistry, honors chemistry, because I'm smart.
So tell me about school. Like, what is your current schedule?
My schedule?
What is your schedule? What do you do? Like, what time do you wake up? How do you get ready for school? What time
So I set my alarm. I set 3 alarms.
Water.
He's going to get water. So I set 3 alarms. Set one for 5. That's just to like get me ready to wake up. I set one for 5:15, and so that's like to wake up. So then after that alarm. And then I set one for 6, but the one for 6 is to, like, let me know that I have to leave for the bus stop soon. So I get up after my 5:15 alarm. I go downstairs, pour my bowl of cereal, eat it, go back up into my room, do, like, my skincare. Which is just, like, I spray the face mist on my face. I use, like, the Bomo, like, face balancing one. Because that's, like, good because, like, for when you put hyaluronic acid on your face, your face needs to be, like, moist. So I spray that on my face, I put the hyaluronic acid and then niacinamide from Ordinary. And then I use my Bubble Moisturizer and my Drunk Elephant Bronzing Drops. And so I put that on my face, and then I use my e.l.f. like concealer. Or actually, first I use the e.l.f. like primer, like the sticky one. And I put that, like, because I normally just put concealer on under my eyes. Like, if I'm breaking out on my chin, I'll put some on there. So I'll put some, like, under my eyes. And then, but I put blush under my eyes, too, because I have, like, very, like, red undertones, and my face gets really, like, it's, like, always super red at school, especially when I'm laughing, and I'm always laughing. So I put, like, blush under my concealer, so it, like, evens it out, and it doesn't look like my under eyes are white, and then my cheeks are, like, bright red. And then I put mascara on, and then I get up, I change, then I go brush my teeth. And then I put on perfume. Then I go downstairs, pack my lunch. I have a Celsius every day, so I pack a Celsius and then my water. And then at because the bus it's supposed to come at 6:10, but it normally comes at 6:12 or 6:13. So I leave, if I'm walking, I leave the house at 6:06 or 6:07. But if my mom drives me, I leave at 6:08 to go to the bus stop. And then then, so I get on the bus, and then I go to, because my best friend's mom is my first period teacher, which is geometry. And so I'll, like, go in there with her, and then we'll either walk around the hallway. We normally walk around the hallway, or if, like, my other friend is in there, because she helps him, like, do his, like, math and chemistry. We'll just, like, wait in there. And then, so my first period starts at 7:05. I normally get to the school at, like, 6:45. And so then I drink like in geometry, but geometry is actually like algebra was easy for me, so geometry is easy for me. So geometry is easy for me, like right now what we're doing. So normally, like, cause I have honors chemistry third period, so I do my chemistry homework in geometry. So but yeah, and then I drink like half of my Celsius normally in geometry, and then I give it to my one friend like walking to second period. Then I go to second period. My class periods are 56 minutes long. Go to second period, which is English. And then third period, which is honors chem. I was recommended for all honors classes, but I cannot spell for the life of me, so I definitely did not go into honors English, and I don't like to read. And then I dropped out of honors geometry because I wanted my friend's mom. And then I have lunch, and then history after that, and then health, and then honors French, and then that's my last period. So then sometimes I'll get a ride home from my one friend, but if he can't take me, then I'll take the bus home. So that's like my day. Then I get home, sometimes I take a nap, or I just lay on my phone.
And then what's your night routine? Well, what do you eat? Like, do you eat dinner as like a family, or?
No, well, so I don't get hungry at night, so normally when I get home, I'll eat a bagel, but if I don't eat a bagel when I get home, I'll have dinner. But like, if I do have one when I get home, I just don't eat for the rest of the night.
Interesting. What time do you go to bed?
Like, I lay in my bed. Normally, like, I'll take a shower, and then I'll, like, wash my face in the shower, and then I'll, like, do my skincare routine, and then I'll just, like, lay in my bed. And I'll probably, like, normally, I don't like going to sleep late, so I'll normally like, go to sleep at, like, 9:30.
You wake up at what? No.
5:15.
So, what's your favorite class in school?
Like, friends-wise, or, like...
Just
learning. Like, what-wise? Learning-wise?
Learning-wise.
I like chemistry because, like, I like it. Like, I like learning about the periodic table and, like, the elements, and I like doing experiments and stuff. I don't even know which would be my favorite friend-wise because I have friends in all my classes, so I really enjoy, like, all of my classes with my friends. And then probably math, like, geometry, if I'm talking about, like, easiest.
Oh.
Or, like, teacher-wise, because I really like my geometry. Well, she's my best friend's mom, so.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to go to college for?
Well, okay, no, because I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't know. Like, I know I used to want to be, like, a doctor. But then I kind of wanted to be, like, a lawyer. But now I really don't know. Like, probably maybe something in, like, law. Or maybe, I don't know. Because next year I want to take, because my my chemistry teacher right now, I forgot what class it is, but it's, like, crime or whatever. So I want to take that class next year. Or senior year. I forget if it's a junior or a senior class.
What?
But I like to argue a lot, so I think I'd be a good lawyer.
You'd be a good lawyer.
And I like to talk a lot, as you can tell.
What's your favorite, like, TV show? Or, like, what do you watch? Do you watch TV? Do you watch movies?
No, I don't really watch TV. Like, sometimes I'll watch movies. I just watch, like, TikTok a lot. Or, like, sometimes, like, if a new show comes out, like Outer Banks or This Summer I Turned Pretty, like, I'll watch that, but...
What about your mom? Do you, like, spend quality time with her ever?
When Vivian and Evan aren't around. I like hanging out with my mom.
How much do you enjoy being at, like, grandma's house?
It's just, like, boring there.
Like, just being with the rest of the family.
Like, I like getting out of the house, or when I go over there, because I'm a football fan. Like, I like watching NFL, I like watching college, like, I like watching it, like, the Dolphins, my favorite team. So I go there and I watch football.
So, when you're, like, hanging out with all of us, like, Annie and Jen are in town, Claire, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, what's it like hanging out with all of us, and how do you feel being, like, what is it, how does it feel, Do you feel like you're surrounded by aunts and uncles, or like by brothers and sisters?
Like, I like it when they're all, like, in one place. Like, I like it. So when all my aunts, all my uncles are there. But when it's just, like, Tom, you, my mom, Vivian and Everett, Grandma, that's when it gets boring. But, like, when Annie and Claire and John's there, that's when it's fun. And I like it because it's more like, it's not even, it's more like around siblings. Like, the older siblings that I never had.
So, okay, because you're like the little sister I never had. I don't even look at you as a niece. You're just like my little sister. And a lot of people, like, on YouTube, when my niece won't leave me alone videos, they're, like, saying stuff that, like, oh, like, when you're sitting on my lap, like, oh, she's too close to you, that's weird. It's like, we're like, siblings. Like, it's just our relationship. So what do you have to say to any of, like, the haters or, like, trolls that try to, like, say, like, oh, you guys are sitting too close, or some people say, oh, you guys look so cute together, which is weird. I don't know what that's all about. Like, what do you have to say to those people? Like,
well, it's like, I was a kid. Like, I was, like, 6, 7. Like, just let kids be
I think
kids.
you were 9.
Okay, well, even 9. Like, let a kid be a kid.
That's what I keep saying. And I had to turn off all those comments because there were some creepers. So, obviously, like, your biological father lives in Colorado. We live in Illinois. And, like, how often do you even see him?
I'll see him, like, I think he's coming back for Thanksgiving, but I'll see him during the summer. And then, like, sometimes during the winter.
And how often do you fly out there to see him?
I just answered that.
Oh.
I said, oh, well, how often do I fly out there and how often I see him? No, I guess that's it. But I'll fly out there during the summer. Sometimes I'll fly out during the winter. Like, last year we didn't because my grandma had, like, there was something going on. I think he's coming back for this Thanksgiving. But I don't think we're going to fly out there for this winter. But I think that's why he's coming back for Thanksgiving, because I don't think he came back last year.
So, and then, because I was going to ask about, like, Zach, too.
Oh.
And, because, well, what I'm getting at here is because Zach lived with you guys for a little while, but he wasn't, like, he was just kind of, like, your mom's, like,
He wasn't, like, a
daddy.
father figure to me.
So, that was my question. Like, what is it like to not have, like, a, like, constant father figure in your life? Like, yeah, me, you have Tom, your dad comes into town sometimes, but for the most part, it's just your mom and then Vivian and Everett. But you don't have, like, a solid, constant father figure in your life, like, that you live with. Like, what is that like?
Well, I don't know, like, I don't mind it.
I mean, I guess it's like you never had it, so you can't miss it.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, like, growing up, like, let's say it was just me, John, and Tom in the St. Jude house with Grandma. But, like, that is, like, my entire life. Because that's kind of how you are living, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be weird. Like, I remember growing up in the old Carey house, and, like, my mom and dad were always there, and then, like, the siblings, and then we had pets and stuff. But it was just like, oh, mom and dad, whatever, cool, like, they're here. But then I look at you, and I'm like, you don't have, like, you have your mom, and, you know, and she's not married. She never was married. She never got married. And, you know, obviously we're a Catholic family, so that's kind of, like, taboo. But obviously we've, like, gotten over it. So I'm, like, how do you feel about that? Like, your mom had you when I think she was 22.
Yeah.
And she was, like, racing the clock to graduate college so she can get a job and raise you. And, like, you were born in our, like, the Carey house. And, I don't know, like, I was 13 years old when you were born, so I was still just a kid. And, like, and then, I don't know, Tom, like, kind of, like, babysat you a lot, and you and him got really close, and then, I don't know, he's just always been there, like, in your life, and then, like, everybody else has sort of been kind of coming and going, and, you know, I've been here for the most part, but we don't, like, hang out that much. But, like, how do you view, I guess, like, your childhood, growing up in, like, sort of an awkward, like, situation, and like Tom sort of always babysitting you, and again not really having a solid father figure in your life. Like, do you feel like do you look at Tom as, like, sort of, like, how do you view Tom? Is he, like, just Uncle Tom?
I see him as, like, an uncle. Like, obviously I don't mind that my dad lives in another state. Like, because, like, I grew up and I'd see him every weekend. So it was, like, the typical, like, divorced parents. So, like, kids would go to their dads or moms every weekend. So that's how I grew up. It wasn't until, like, 5 years ago. So I was, like, old enough, because I'm 15 now. So I was like old enough to like know that like when he like moved for like work or something. So it's not like he just got up and left.
Well, because I was gonna say like one of the reasons why I take you out driving, or I did it twice, is because it's like someone's got to do it. Like
Yeah.
You don't have, like I mean I had Linda, but like you don't have like that's something your dad should be doing.
My dad, when I go to Colorado, he will take me like driving in the
still like
mountains.
that's across the country, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't have like he's the one that's supposed to be doing that, or like even Tom. But so I like stepped up to the plate. Someone's got to do it, whatever. And I'm just like I guess my point to that question is like you don't have a solid like one single father figure in your life per se, except your dad who lives in Colorado. But you do have like kind of like me, Tom, and John, and then you have Grandpa, my dad.
Yeah.
So you probably it's like more spread out, but you still I guess have that like that gap filled in your life, I suppose, because you have so many aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
So then my next question is like, how do you feel about going to Disney every year with all of us, and it's just like we're such a huge family, but we all are just hanging out down there, and we're all drinking, and you're just witnessing it all. Like, how do you feel hanging out with us in Disney, especially in Epcot or like Hollywood Studios, and we're all just like again just like tipsy and being big goofballs? Like, what goes through your head on a typical day in Disney?
I loved it. Like, I love going down to Disney. I love being around everyone. Because that's, like, one of the only times a year where I get to be around them all for, like, 2 weeks straight. Like, even, like, during, like, this Thanksgiving, my aunt's not coming down. During Christmas, she's probably going to come down. So, it's normally, like, she comes down a lot. But a lot of the time when she comes down, my uncle doesn't come down. So, like, Disney is, like, one of the only times a year when they're, like, all in one place.
Yeah, because even like Thanksgiving and Christmas, we're not always there. Like I might not be there for Thanksgiving this year because I'm probably working, and it's sad. But like, and we're just such a huge family, so it's hard to get us all in one place for a long period of time. But I can't imagine. Like I'll watch Snapchats and videos of you, like you know, even like when you were younger, like watching. I'm like, I wonder what like how Ella is. Like, I want to see our family through her eyes, because you're like just. Like kind of like our little sister, but you're our niece. You're like the offspring of our oldest sister. So, but there's that like gap, like that gray area of like, because we're only 13 years apart. So I don't see you as like, I don't look at you as like a niece. I just see.
Like I know friends that, like some of my friends, like their siblings are literally like almost the same gap as me and Alex.
Yeah. Well, like you know, like Dave and your mom are like only 15 years apart, I think. So there's that.
Yeah.
But it's funny because me and Dominic, I think are 8 years apart or 9 years apart, and then me and your mom are 9 years apart.
Yeah.
So like Dominic's my cousin, and then you're my niece. We're 13 years apart, and then you and or my mom and me are 9 years apart. So and then I think you and Everett are like 9 years apart or 8 years apart maybe.
Well, yeah, because me and Vivian are like, so I think me and Everett are 9. I think
So
it's the gap between my mom and you is the same between me and Everett.
Yeah, I think so. Which is crazy. Like all these weird age gaps, and like, did you know that Grandpa and Slavko
Aren't they like a year apart?
They're like 6 months apart.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're uncle and nephew.
Or like, there's a kid in my grade. His nephew is a freshman. I'm a sophomore. His nephew is a freshman.
Crazy.
Like that's me and Eva. Like that's me and my cousin.
When you look at me or talk to me, am I like just your uncle, or am I like just your goofy like big brother type?
Like, I don't know, because you guys are all like, but I still like see you as like uncles, but like being around you guys, it's all like like brothers and sisters. Cause like my one cousin, he's a sophomore in college, so he's 4 years older than me. He's like my brother.
I see. So I became you popped into my life when I was 13. How would you feel if you became an aunt at 13 years old?
That would be cool. Like that'd actually be so cool.
Like I remember you when you were 13, and like I mean you've matured a lot since then, but you were just like obviously just a kid, and like I remember we were texting that one day like, and he was like, "Oh Ella, are you a sophomore now?" And she's like, "I became an aunt when I was a sophomore." Can you imagine being an aunt right now?
I know that would be so fun though.
Well, you would think so.
But I don't like kids.
Until
Like honestly, I
they keep
hate
blowing up
kids.
your phone for Starbucks every time you have a day off. But
I start driving. I actually have a car now.
so how does that feel? You're about to drive.
I don't even have my permit yet, and I have a car.
It's actually how I was. Linda told me she was going to give me her car.
But my car's better. My car's a hybrid.
That doesn't make it better.
A Volt.
So, let's change the topic a little bit.
I told him that this is his chance to ask me anything that he's ever wanted to know about my life.
Open, but we have to get her to her friend's house at 5. Well,
it can be like a little later.
Well, it's only 4:20. It's not even 4:20, so we have plenty of time. So I'm just gonna rip this wide open. Put it all on the table. So, how are your grades in school?
My grades are good. I think I have 1A in all B's. Like, cause my classes this year are way harder than last year. Like, I was in honors biology last year, second semester. I think I had a B in it. I have a B right now in honors chemistry. Like, my grades, the classes are harder in general. But they're all high B's. Like, they're not low B's. They're all B pluses.
Well, that's good.
And then an A plus. Like, it's like a 99.
So how do you
in geometry.
How do you maintain good grades if you're like always doing your homework in between classes?
I get the answers from a lot of people. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. Like, if you can get the answers from someone, get them from somebody. But then also, like, I don't like getting the answers from people. And that's just, like, a me thing. Because, like, I know, because if I don't do the homework and I don't actually, like, study, I'm not going to do good on the test. Like, if I will do it, if it's, like, a last-minute thing and I just completely forgot about homework, I will be, like, my friend in my chem class will text me, like, do you have the homework? I say, what homework? He's like, are you being so for real right now? I'm like, what homework? And then he'll be like, I'll, like, either ask someone else or he'll get it from his friend and then send it to me. Or I'll do it in geometry. But in geometry, like, what we're doing is easy, and I don't like getting answers from people or start looking up the answers because I'm not going to know how to do it. So it benefits your grade by doing the homework, like, and, like, because it will help you study, because if you can't do the homework, then you're not going to do good on the test. And that's the thing, like, tests benefit, like, you need to do good on the tests to get good grades. Like, that's for me, like, a lot of, because my mom, like, cares about my grades. But, like, if you're, like, a person that's, like, I just need to get a D to pass, then you don't have to do good on the test, and you can just do good on the homework, and that will get you your passing grade.
Didn't you use the word glasses? What happened to your glasses?
I just don't have them on right now. But it's so funny, because, like, we're taking our permit test. Okay, we're taking our permit test. Is this, like, this is all alleged, guys. We were taking our alleged, isn't that, like, it's not, I can't be quoted on this.
I think alleged means, like, allegedly. Like,
yeah, allegedly.
I don't know for sure, but apparently.
So this is all allegedly, guys. But in health, we were taking our permit test. My one friend sits, like, here, and I sit here. And we were, like, there's 3 teachers walking around the room, and I was still giving him answers. Like, he would, like, scratch his head when he needed help, and I'd read his screen. And then I'd, like, put, like, A, B, C, D, true, false. I'd put my hands like this, and then he'd, like, do this, and, like, do it back to me. And then I'd do this, and then he'd click it. It was really funny.
That's not allegedly. That's, like, this is off the record. So, when we first started doing My Niece Won't Leave Me Alone videos, like, at what point did you start to realize, like, oh, these are kind of blowing up?
When you said, oh my god, this one has 300,000 views.
Oh, yeah. And did you, like, did you get excited? Did you get nervous? Was it like, oh, we're going to be famous? Or was it just like, oh, okay, cool?
Okay, cool.
Like,
I didn't really care.
I don't know. I thought you were like, you wanted to be famous. Because the very first one, you're like, I want to be famous on YouTube. And now you're like, kind of famous, but not super famous. Why don't you start a YouTube channel and just start doing your own thing? Because people have been asking if you have a YouTube channel. And
Actually, no, I don't have one. I don't want one.
So, you don't want a YouTube channel? Why not?
Because I just
do you
don't.
have TikTok or anything?
My TikTok, yeah, of course I have a TikTok. I don't post on it.
This one's kind of a weird question, but you used to always wear your hair in a ponytail. Now you don't
I
anymore.
do. Every girl, it's a...
Like you
What's it called? It's like... I forgot what the heck it's called, but it's like... Every girl has had a ponytail phase. It's like every girl. I feel like they've always gone
ponytail.
through a ponytail phase, a high ponytail phase.
You used
Like-
to wear a ponytail all the time, and then you just stopped.
Every single day. It was I think it was the middle of 8th grade I stopped wearing a ponytail.
I was
And
like,
now
what?
I never wear ponytails.
Well, I remember in one of the niece videos, I think it was like part 6 or 7. I was like, why does she look like different? She looks older.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you were older, but I was like,
Stop
oh,
wearing a ponytail.
how much money do you have?
I had a job in Colorado. I'm gonna get, when I turn 16, I'm gonna get a job. I think I'm gonna try to work at, Sky Zone. But, because that's where some of my friends are gonna work. But, I think I have, 5, actually, I'll check. Because I have, one of those, accounts where, my mom, so she transfers money from my savings to, I have $13 that I can spend. I have $343 in my savings.
300?
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know how much you witnessed of, us, your aunts and uncles, fighting and arguing. How do you feel when we're, especially me and John?
I think it's, I personally think it's really funny.
What is your favorite holiday?
I really like 4th of July because I like letting off fireworks, but last year, because Ted
This
stopped. Well, last year, 4th of July.
Well, it was still this year.
Okay. Well, whatever. This past 4th of July, Ted didn't get fireworks because we didn't have it at his house. So it was kind of boring. But probably Christmas. I mean, Christmas is everyone's. I really love the 4th of July, lighting off fireworks and stuff. So I feel like that's always going to be my favorite holiday. It's always going to hold a special place in my heart. But then Christmas, I love Christmas, getting presents, spending time with everyone.
So, what is your, because, this is my favorite time of year. I love this time of year, fall.
I love the winter. I hate the cold, but I love the snow and stuff.
Me too. Well, I don't like the cold. I like autumn weather, 40, 50 degrees.
Yeah, I like that.
How did you discover Starbucks, and why did you become so
I don't
obsessed
know.
with it?
Probably TikTok. I love Starbucks, dude. I'll have my friend drive me home from school and I'll make him get me Starbucks. Do you want to know, my favorite song? Dude, I love Taylor Swift,
yeah.
guys.
What's your favorite song?
Taylor
Favorite
Swift, I
band,
love
song,
Taylor
artist?
Swift. Taylor Swift, everything. I love her songs. If you guys have not listened to 1989 Taylor's version, you need to listen to it because the vault tracks on that album are so good. Is It Over Now is amazing. Oh my god. And after a certain part in Is It Over Now, it's is it over now? It literally says that. After, the main part. Not, the main part, it's, it's after the bridge, and then there's, a section, and it's, 300 awkward blind dates later. If she's got blue eyes, I will surmise that she'll probably date her. And then after that part, and then it says, was it over when she laid down on her couch? Was it over when he unbuttoned my blouse? And then she said, is it over now? And then there's, a really long spot. The bridge, and it's, I don't know how to explain it. So, in, that area is, the perfect length for you to sing the bridge of Out of the Woods. And in the beginning of this video, he was recording, I didn't know he was recording it, but we were playing Is It Over Now? And in the section, I literally sang the bridge of Out of the Woods. It was so good.
Interesting.
But, so I love Is It Over Now?
What is your Christmas list? What do you want for Christmas?
My Christmas list, I'm trying to think. Okay, I asked my grandma for a bunch of sweatshirts. I asked her for a Lulu Scuba. I told my mom I wanted Tasman's Uggs slippers. And I've been sending my mom a bunch of stuff. And my grandma, I've sent my grandma a bunch of hoodies. I told her that I wanted a new pair of Lulu leggings. I wanted some Aerie leggings, the crossover ones. I wanted them in dark green and black. I sent him an Aerie, it was basically a Lulu Align dupe, in dark green. Ow, I don't know what the heck just happened.
Appendicitis.
What else did I say? Oh, I sent him a pair of dark green Hollister sweats too because I saw them on this one girl that was in my history class last year. She went to college now. She's in college. They were super cute. I told my one uncle I wanted the smiley face slippers.
Here's what she wants from me.
Told my one uncle I wanted the pink smiley face slippers and Olaplex hair oil. Or was it Olaplex? I can't remember. It was that one hair oil. My other uncle, I told him I wanted pink shark slides and a brown puffer vest. I told my aunt I wanted an Alabama hoodie that's a quarter zip. That's really cute. I actually really liked it. Because I love Bama's football. And I told her that I also wanted gray, like a light heathered gray sweat from Hollister. I've been telling my mom, I needed more hyaluronic and niacinamide and the caffeine ordinary serum for under my eyes. I asked my mom for the glow, the watermelon glow toner from Glow, whatever the heck it's called. Oh, I asked my one aunt for the Sol de Janeiro 68. And then, Kendra Sky asked my one aunt for the football Kendra Scott necklace, which is beautiful. I literally love it because I actually love watching football so much. Like, I just find it super, like, entertaining. I need more white Nike socks because mine are all, like, one of them has, like, a hole in it. They're all, like, stained and stuff. I don't know. Nike Pros, Rare Beauty, blush. I asked my mom, for some, like, Shein sweatshirts and, like, a long sleeve cropped. I said this, my mom, I told my mom that I wanted the Kendra Scott bracelet, but I told her that she didn't have to get it for me because I don't know what I said, but I said you probably don't have to get it. Then she did her own research and said, this one's cute.
Wait, we can't see it.
Can you see it?
Give it to me. There you go.
She said, that one's cute.
Who's Robert?
Robert?
Yeah, who's Robert sent you a snap?
Oh.
There's a flame next to it.
Okay, that's a streak. She said, that's cute. I said, oh yeah, and then I sent her, like, the pink one, like, the hot pink one and bracelet. That's basically my Christmas list. Nothing special. Oh, but I did just I had my one. I got, navy blue Nike hoodie. Oh, it's not Sunday. I keep forgetting it. I keep thinking it's Sunday because I had yesterday off. Today's Friday while we're filming this. I had yesterday off and today off because of parent-teacher conferences. So I'm thinking it's Sunday.
That's why you were off Sunday.
So I was about to check the Dolphins score, but the Dolphins play on Sunday. But I like watching Dolphins is my favorite team. I love watching the Dolphins play. The Chiefs lost to the Broncos. That was kind of weird and crazy. It was I think it was not last week, but the week before, I think it was. The Eagles played. I forgot who they played, but Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks. That was actually kind of bad. Oh, they played the Jets because they lost to the Jets. That was their first loss of the season. He threw 3 picks. That's kind of embarrassing, but I love the Eagles. I like Jason Kelce. I like Travis. I like Travis Kelce. Okay, I'm not a Travis Kelce fan, but I like him, but I'm not a fan, you know. I like Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, but I've liked football for longer than I've liked Taylor Swift.
Really?
Yes.
How'd you get into football?
I don't know. I've always liked watching football.
How do you feel about baseball? And because I remember when you were.
I like watching baseball too.
When you were a little toddler, you were a Cubs fan because your mom was a Cubs fan, but me and Grandma.
Well, I didn't.
At the time, we're all Sox fans.
Well,
so,
yeah, but I never really when I was little, I didn't watch baseball. But I watched the World Series last year. I don't really I don't watch professional baseball like I do that professional football. I don't watch baseball how I watch football. My French teacher, I hate her so much. She is actually so annoying. You guys don't understand. I swear she's oh my god. And I got an email sent home because I talk too much. I text my mom literally the whole it was this long. I texted her a whole Declaration of Independence on how I did not do anything wrong.
Have you ever seen a psychiatrist or a psychologist or anything?
Yes, I have seen a therapist, and my mom told me never again.
Really? Why?
Because I don't know. I just think she didn't want to take me anymore. I've suggested that she takes me back to the therapist because it is good for your mental health, and she said no.
I used to see a therapist. I never liked therapy. I don't
know. I think I like it. I like talking.
I don't like to sit in a room with a random stranger and pay them to.
Because the thing is, so my mom was because when I saw the therapist, I was kind of still in my shy phase, and so also whenever I'm nervous, I laugh. Because so whenever I'm nervous, I just kind of laugh. Because I just don't know what else to do. So I was just smiling the whole time I was in there. And my mom was also there too, in their room, because she was like, you want me to come in with you? I said, I don't know, sure. If my mom wasn't in the room, I don't know. But, because my doctor told her to take me to the therapist. Because, Oh, because it was for my anxiety. Because my doctor thought, because I had really bad anxiety, like, going into freshman year. And so my doctor thought it was going to get worse being in a new school with new people, because I went from a private school and then to a public high school, and I didn't know anyone going into that year. So my doctor thought it would be a good idea to have me see a therapist for my anxiety.
Okay, so this is, I guess, unless I think of something else, the final and all be all question. How do you, like, view basically, like, how this country is being run?
I just try to stay away from, like, honestly, like, I just try not to pay attention, or, like, I'll, like, pay attention, but I just, like, try to stay away from it, because obviously I'm not going to be a kid for that much longer, so I just want to, like, not be involved.
Well, I'm kind of like that too, but I'm going to tell you right now, like, the world we're living in is a very, very, very messed up place.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
very screwed up, very completely derailed and unhinged and chaotic, and lots of evil and darkness, and just very messy. So that's why I was wondering, like, what's your take on all that?
Okay, let's wrap this up. Bob Clark, I'm supposed to be my friend by now.
Well, not my problem. You're the one who wanted to do this. Actually, I'm the one who wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Any final words?
Nope. Listen to 1989 Taylor's version.
Listen to Christmas music. It started playing on 93.9 FM.
Text my friend.
All right, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Shiva. Good job. This was very well done. I think I asked all the questions I wanted to ask. How do you feel about the Kardashians?
I don't know. I don't really, like, pay attention to them.
What do you think of Donald Trump? Are you not going to respond to that?
Oh, I don't really care. Like, I just don't really, like, pay attention.
Okay. I was just trying to squeeze out any last.
And, like...
Who's your favorite aunt and who's your favorite uncle? I think I already know.
I cannot choose.
Really?
Well, okay. They're gonna see this.
Yeah.
I can't choose.
Why not? Just do it.
I can't choose.
I thought you were going to say Tom and Claire. But then I know you like Annie.
And I like John.
And you like me, I think.
Like when you get me Starbucks.
Who's your favorite person ever in this world? Besides me.
Alyssa.
Who's Alyssa?
My best friend.
Okay.
Or my Nana. 'Cause she buys me things.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite candy?
Probably Reese's.
What is your favorite smell?
I love Sweet Like Candy by Ariana Grande.
Okay. Who's your favorite celebrity? Actor, actress, anything?
I don't know. Taylor Swift. I have a Tua jersey. I was, when trick-or-treating, because me and Alyssa went as football players, I wore my Tua jersey. We were walking, and one kid walked by. I was like, is that Tua? Is that Tua? Is that Tua? Is that? He kept saying, I said, yeah. He said, W.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.